Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your reading for June 2024. Spirit, let's get your cards out, Capricorn. While I'm doing that, we're going to do brief overview for June. See what it's looking like, and then second part of the reading, we'll do a deep dive. Go even deeper into what's going on. So as I'm getting your cards, yeah, Capricorn, I've been a little absent lately. I did the May readings, but had to take some time to rejuvenate. I had some stuff to take care of, and wasn't putting forth my best, and nothing but the best for you. So I'm back in the saddle. Let's look at your underlying energy. Six of Cups, card of nostalgia. Let's see what's going on with that. All right. First up, at the beginning of the month, here's your energy. King of Cups in reverse. King of Cups in reverse, what I'm getting from this is that you're starting off June feeling kind of unraveled. Down in the dumps actually came to me, but that seems too strong. It's more like emotionally unraveled. Not that you are unraveling or you're gonna like lose your shit kind of thing. You've already done that. Maybe May was kind of a hard month for you. Maybe there was a lot going on in May. Oh my gosh, this is resonating. That's funny because I'm a Capricorn, for those of you who don't know. Those of you who are new, hey, welcome. Welcome to the machine. So maybe May was tough. So you're coming into June feeling a little broken, but I think optimistic. So let's see where this is going. I like this because the energy as we flow through the month of June is the Ace of Cups. You are rejuvenating. You are refilling your cup. I think what's happened, because I've personally experienced this, I don't bring my personal stuff into the readings a lot, but I'm really feeling this. I think a lot of Capricorns were going through a phase where it was really tough, a lot of emotional stuff, a lot of physical stuff going on, dark nights of the soul, shadow work kind of stuff, and it was just shitty, right? Like it was heavy and deep and everything like that. But I think it was that emptying of the cup and letting everything dissipate. Everything that no longer serves you is floating away. You're cutting the cords, you're letting stuff go. And now come June, you're ready to fill your cup back up again. So I think that's what's happening in June. By the time we get to the end of the month, we have the Page of Wands. I'm feeling this is good. We'll see what comes out when we grab the Oracle cards. But it feels like good news, good messages that are going to propel you forward even more. It feels like you're really picking yourself up and getting back into the swing of things in the month. But it's been a rough ride, right? It's been a rough ride. As I said, I had to take some time off because I was like, holy crap. I was going through a lot of stuff, right? So comment below if you've been going through stuff too. What was May like for you? I want to know. I want to hear from my peeps, right? See if we all kind of got that common thread going. Oh, you wanted to come out. Okay, we're taking 2 cards for that. Yes! Yes! Yes, Capricorn. Okay, I'm happy. All right, King of Cups. Let's take a look at this again. We're going to revisit and clarify a little more. Under that King of Cups where I said you feel like you're drained, you're depleted kind of thing, the card that came out to clarify is delight. And it says, I delight in everything in my world and divine joy fills me. We're talking about filling up that cup. I think as tough as some of us may have had it, right, up until this point, there was no loss of hope or faith. If it wavered, that was okay. But I think you're coming back online, right? The powers come back on, the microwaves flashing, the lights are flickering and coming on, right? The printer, you can hear it up in your home office cycling up again because the power's back on, right? That's what I get from that. Oh, this is so good. I'm really happy because I know Capricorn, it's been a really rough go for years for everybody. 4 years. I get it. I feel you. Okay. So let's look at this Ace of Cups. This is filling yourself back up, filling your cup back up, right? Emotionally, mostly emotionally, but everything else is going into that cup too. It's not just a goblet full of water or wine. It's the goblet that has some water, might have some wine. It's got some onions and peppers and spices and meats and all kinds of delicious stuff to make a nice soup, right? It's not vanilla. It's not bland. No, Capricorn, you are not vanilla or bland, although some people might think we are. We're not, right? Maybe that's what's drained out of the cup. All the, what's the word I'm looking for? That basic, like I said, vanilla, steady, plain Jane kind of stuff going on, that's gone. If you don't feel like it's gone, now's the time to let it go. We're filling it back up with some really good stuff. Meaty, beefy, delicious, stew, whatever your jam is, right? Vegetarian chili, I make an awesome one. I'm telling you, this is the time of filling up your cup. I didn't even get to the Oracle card. I don't even know what it is. I just nerded out there on the Ace of Cups. What did we get? Sensuality is the card that came out. And it says express your sensuality. When I get this, we're not talking about sexuality. We're talking sensuality. It's engaging and experiencing things with all your senses, not just the five. Think about your intuition, right? Think about your connection to spirit. Think about your connection to Gaia. I know that's kind of earthly, but I see it as like elevated earthly, right? Think about your senses. As you're going through this month, if what you're putting in your cup does not light up all five of your senses, don't put it in. Fish it out and throw it away, right? That's what the sensuality card is about. Now, when we take a look at the cards that came out for the Page of Wands, so this is, remember how I said it seems like some good news is coming in with this rejuvenation that's happening, right? The wands are nice and fiery and passionate, and let's get moving. Let's do stuff. Let's get into this and dive into this. Remember I said 2 cards came out. The first card, one of my favorite cards ever in any deck, really. This is so beautiful. Lakshmi. It says bright future, and it says stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. If you want abundance, this is your girl. She's beautiful. She's lovely. I work with her energy so much, and it is kind and gentle and loving, but forceful from a perspective of you've got this, you can do it. Very much, very empowering. Okay, the energy that I get from Lakshmi. So this is about abundance, right? Don't forget, abundance comes in many forms. It's not just about money, but I'll take the money. And I'm sure you will too, because we're Capricorns. I get it. And then the second card that came out is Artemis. The buzzword is guardian, and it says you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. There is some kind of hang up around abundance or money or blocks or mindsets where you think there's going to be some kind of negative impact. You have to, give your pint of blood or your firstborn away in order to get a bag of cash, right? It's like, no. When you focus on and visualize and think about what abundance and prosperity and wealth and all that stuff means to you, don't forget that it's not just you, it's everyone around you. So if you're trying to manifest something, okay, let's go a little law of attraction for a minute. If you're trying to manifest something, you're having a hard time visualizing, pull in your kids, your spouse, your parents, your friends, people who you love, and remember, you're doing this for them too. You come first. You always come first, because you know what? It's like, I'm gonna do a little bit of a plug here. Julie Poole, who is a lovely reader, check her out on YouTube. She's wonderful. She said something in one of her readings this week about and I'm sure it was Julie Poole who said this, if you are trying to, say, attract money, right? And it's not coming because you're like, oh, I want the money so that I can give to charity and give it to my mom and do this and do that. Her take on it is that that's not going to work. If you're trying to attract abundance to give it away, the universe is going to say, well, you don't want it if you're just going to give it away. It's not that you can't do that, but you take care of yourself first. Keeping everybody else in mind on the back burner, like once I'm good, I'm taking care of you. Don't worry about that. I liken it to the analogy of when you're in the plane and the oxygen masks fall down, you put yours on before you help your kid. Because if you try to help your kid without an oxygen mask, you pass out, then they're screwed, right? It's that kind of an energy. I know I'm going deep with this, but so good, so good. Okay, that's how I see the overview for the month. So now we're diving deep. We're going deeper on this. We're going to see, what is this all about? Where is this all headed? All of that good stuff. Okay, get my second deck now. And our second deck to do our Celtic cross, well, my version of it, and see what the energy, like this deep dive of the energy, what's it all about? Where is this coming from and where is it headed, right? Okay, we're going to start there. All right, whatever you say. Whatever they say is what I do. Just following orders. That's what I'm doing. Don't do it often, but I'm doing it now. Okay, underlying energy, the Fool. You got some good stuff, good beginnings coming. So I'm going to go back to the Six of Cups for a second here. Remember, this was the underlying energy in the first part of the reading. I didn't really touch on it because it didn't play at that time. If you are thinking about stuff from the past in relation to how like everything's been drained, remember I was talking about your cup draining, right? If you're thinking about stuff in the past, only focus on things that are positive, upright. Do not focus on things that don't work for you anymore, negative, okay? Positive, upright, good. There's your focus. On top of that, I think with draining your cup and all of the nonsense bullshit or whatever is gone, okay? And I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna put this in here. If you haven't experienced that, you might want to try. You might want to go in, like, put aside some time to meditate, see if you can cut some cords, empty, let people go, love and light, you know, namaste kind of stuff. Because as you're filling up the cup again, what happens is it gives it, when that cup is empty, you're bringing in the new, you're bringing in the fresh. This is the Fool. It's a new start. It's almost like you're building from scratch, right? You're building from scratch. You can make this whatever you want. Do you want it, that cup? Okay, goblet. Maybe it's a, what do you call that? Soup tureen, right? We'll call it a soup tureen. It's a big fucking cup, okay? Do you want to make a stew? Do you want to make chili? Do you want to make a soup? Do you want to make something else? You just want to fill it with wine? Maybe some mulled wine and put some cinnamon and spices? Whatever, right? Don't just go, yeah, I'll throw some water in. Although water's lovely too. Speaking of that, I'm going to have some right now. But the point is, you can put whatever you want. You're going to build the new life. You're going to decide what the jumping off point is. You're going to decide how the growth and expansion happens for you, all within this cup that you are filling. Okay? Ooh, I'm on fire today. See what happens when Nancy takes a break? Then she comes back all full of piss and vinegar. Loving it. Okay, let's take a look at you. Your energy. Smack dab in the middle, we have the Queen of Swords, but in reverse. Not surprising. Because you have let all this stuff go or whatever, and I'm going to come back for a second. Put a pin in this. If you're not experiencing that also, maybe it's just one facet of life that this relates to for you. So take it to suit your situation. It doesn't have to be whole life overhaul. It could just be one facet, one or two things that you really want to work on. Think about where you are drained, where you have nothing left to give, like you've just let everything go. Maybe you've done the work, right? So it makes sense that the Queen of Swords is coming in reverse because the new plans need to be laid. It's like the Queen of Swords, who's all about the ideas and integrity and pulling stuff together. She's smart, you know, she's awesome, no nonsense, go get her. But she's like, I'm tired. My brain hasn't clicked in, whatever. Now it's the time for it to do that. This is you, okay? This is your energy. Then when we take a look at the overall energy, we have the Fool as the underlying energy, so it's new beginning, something new starting. The overall energy is the Ten of Wands, and this is completion of a cycle. This is completion. This is something ending, something you have put the time and effort into. It's wrapping up. It's wrapping up. And I think that's what was happening in May. Whatever this thing is, wrapping up. And now the underlying is being able to start fresh. Start something new. Even if this is cyclical, if it's a cycle that ended that you know you're going to have to do again, but you do it differently because you're filling up your cup in a whole different way, right? Now, when we look at your thoughts and feelings around the situation, we have the Page of Wands. Here he is again. Here's the Page of Wands again. It's the same card we had as the potential outcome, right? In the overview. You know, you feel it. Because this has showed up as your thoughts and feelings around this situation, right? Around what's going on. This is just solidifying that you even know. You knew as you're going through all the stress and nonsense and crap and garbage, you knew you were going to come out of this like bigger, faster, stronger, whatever. Taking that downtime, you know, it's the caterpillar into the butterfly. Sorry, my nose is so itchy. Maybe that's a spirit thing. The caterpillar to the butterfly. The caterpillar goes through like a long, painful process for that metamorphosis to happen. And even when the butterfly emerges, like it's got to flap its wings, it's got to fight its way out of the cocoon, which helps it strengthen its wings, and then it flourishes, whatever. I think this is June. This is June for you, Capricorn. But you know it. You knew it was coming. I think that's why no matter how drained you were, you still had that hope because you knew. That's the innate knowing. That's that gut feeling. That's the understanding, right? Now, when we take a look at where all of this was stemming from, what is the root of this? Root cause, root reason, root situation. We have the Star. We have the Star. Hopes, dreams, wishes. What do you want? What's your big dream? Your big, big dream. This is what sparked all of this. If you're sitting there feeling like crap, you've got your cup and it's full of like, you know, like warm beer that's flat and it's got like some flies and mosquitoes in it. No, right? No, that's not a star. Star's not shining on that. No, kidding. A dog probably wouldn't even drink that. Well, yeah, dog probably would. But you see what I'm saying? You had to ditch everything out of the cup. Rinse it out, give it a good clean soap, wipe it down, you know, start filling it up. What you were putting into your dream wasn't working. It wasn't working, or there were stalls, or there were delays. Capricorn, we know this has been us for years, but it feels like now is the turning point. So this is all coming from something you really wanted, okay? And when we, oh my God, you can't make this stuff up. When we look at the recent past, we have the Emperor in reverse. You are not the king of the castle. You are not successful. You are not the leader. It just wasn't happening. You're trying to keep the dream alive. I'm thinking the dream doesn't have to die necessarily, but how you're going at it is what's going to have to change. Or you'll know if this is something where it's like, yeah, this just is so not happening. And I'm good. Doesn't matter. Because I got another iron I can put in the fire with that Fool. Right? Then, where are we going? Oh, where we're headed. I'm going to talk about, yeah, I guess I can do that now. The bridge to get from where you are now to sort of where we're going, where we're headed. I'll do it now. It's Two of Cups in reverse. This is ditching anyone who doesn't serve you, anyone who doesn't treat you well, anyone who's a gaslighter, a narcissist, a jerk, never shows up, doesn't commit, someone you can't depend on, or they just don't fit. They just don't. It doesn't work. It's not working anymore, right? It's time to cut loose, maybe just distance and or cut loose whoever is not going to help you reach those dreams. Doesn't mean they have to do anything except be supportive. And anyone who is not, goodbye. See ya. See ya. That's it. That's all there is to it. Now we're going to take a look at what's going to help you in this situation. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Don't step on the gas. Okay, you can touch the gas, you know, you can like gently put down the gas. Don't try to move too quickly, and don't just jump at the first shiny new thing that shows up. Okay, be discerning about what your choices are. Be discerning about where you put your time, money, effort, or whatever as you embark on this new thing. Be very careful of that, okay? It's being mindful of what you do with your time, your money, your resources, and who you allow around you. Okay, that's what I'm getting from the Ace of Wands. Be careful of like, oh, hey, come and do this since you're looking to do something new. How about this? Be careful of that. I'm not saying don't do it, just be mindful, right? And then when we look at an obstacle that might come up, something that might hinder you, we have the Three of Wands in reverse, which to me is kind of like a mini star card sometimes, right? This is your ship's coming in. This is what you want, manifesting. It's coming to you. It's coming around. You're finally going to get what you've been wanting and waiting for. But this is in the reverse. It's in the reverse because this is a protection position. This is saying, don't lose sight of the dream. Don't get distracted. Don't lose sight of the dream. I think June is going to be a time less about implementation and more about laying the foundation. You can implement if you want to, but there's a lot of foundation to be laid. So take your time with it and know that things may not, you might not manifest the thing that you want like in 2 minutes kind of thing. Be patient and let it take its course kind of thing, right? I'm going to take one more drink. And then we're going to look at what you don't see coming, right? This is a surprise, something unexpected. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. This is a trying to manage the ebb and flow. I think that what this speaks to, because what came to me automatically was that Ace of Cups. It's the dumping the cup out and refilling it. It's trying to figure it out because you're going to start filling it and go, oh, no, don't want that in it. Throw that out. So then it goes this way. Like it's that juggling act kind of thing. It's the balance of the Two of Pentacles going, okay, I need to make sure that as I'm laying this foundation and filling up this cup, that I'm scooping out anything that isn't going to work, right? And that's another part of the discernment part that goes hand in hand with this Ace of Wands. It's really, it's about not being distracted. And Capricorn, I think that's a big lesson for Capricorn because we're represented by the devil in the tarot, right? And the devil is about distraction. That's how I describe it. That's how I read the devil card in tarot. Because it represents Capricorn, I think that's sort of a lesson or something that we need to be mindful of. Something we can harness too from a positive perspective. It can be the force that drives us to do what we want to do, what is good for us, making changes that we need to make, right? So it's staying on task with that. So make sure you're not distracted. Do what you need to do and focus on filling up that cup. Remember, only with what's going to serve you. And then the potential outcome. We have the Seven of Cups. It's in the reverse. It's feeling like things are going to come. You're going to have choices and decisions, which are fine based on this Fool energy. But because this is in the reverse, two things. You may not get all of your options presented to you all at once. It may be in bits and pieces by the time you get to the month and even going into July, okay? And also, don't jump too quick. Going back to this Ace of Wands, this is really just calling to me through the whole reading. The Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands are the two cards that are really pulling me, right? So don't jump too quick to whatever is offered to you or whatever kind of catches your eye, right? That's distraction. Just be careful. It's that mindfulness and really focusing on filling that cup back up with whatever it is that you want that's going to put you on the path towards your dream. All right, before we go, one more thing. I'm going to get you some Whispering Woods card. Let's see. Got one? You got one. Oh, look at this, Capricorn. Oh, I need my glasses for this one. Cappy. The card is Teach. Inspire others and let nature be your greatest teacher. If any of you are looking into something that is around teaching, training, consulting kind of stuff, and I would even say the flip side of learning, being a student, whatever, so on and so forth. Oh, hang on. I don't know why. My phone just let a call come through. It's not supposed to do that. But yeah, so on the flip side, from a learning perspective, taking courses, whatever it is, could be your Two of Pentacles. You might be teaching and learning this month. So how do you juggle both? Discernment, kid, discernment. Go forth and teach. I'm loving it. All right, we're going to leave it there. So, Capricorn, good luck with everything. I'm excited about this month, and I hope you are too. So, I would love for you to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, right? Helps the channel, helps me, and yeah, especially comments. I love to read people's comments. It's so much fun to get that dialogue going. So, let me know what you think of June, and let me know how your May was. Very curious about that. All right, we're going to leave it there, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.